Okay, hi, how are you doing? I've been asked to put together a quick video on how to install large banners on the side of scaffold. We've done a few recently, we've done a few building wraps recently, so I'd just like to talk about what we feel is the best way of doing it. So, initially, we would get the sign, and let's say the sign's 10 metres by 10 metres. Initially, we'd build the sign to suit the site, so we'd have enough pockets, top, bottom, and as many as required through the middle. And then in those pockets, we'd have alloy poles, 40 mm diameter, and a 3 mm wall thickness. So we'd slide these poles in the top pockets, any middle pockets, and at the bottom to give it structural integrity. Then what we do is we get the sign with the poles in, we'd roll the sign up again, so it's in one rounded roll. We would then lift with ropes or whatever technique you have to lift the sign. Often they're quite long, so you need to have some slings, etc. So we'd take the sign, lift it up to where it needs to be positioned on the scaffold, still rolled up. We'd slightly unroll it. We'd then attach the top pole to the top of the scaffold or to the area that's being attached to. To attach it to the pole, we'd use constant ratchet straps, i.e. a looped ratchet strap of a minimum 250 kilo breaking strain. And to do that, we'd normally use one strap per bay. So it's got a lot of tension, I guess, in the top. To put the ratchet strap to the sign, we'd cut a small hole in the back of the pocket, wrap it through around the pole and a small hole at the top of the pocket back onto the scaffold. We do not want to cut through into the front of the sign. So little cut, ratchet strap in, around the top, back onto the scaffold. So once the top is fully installed, irrespective of how many ratchet straps are needed, then we can start gently rolling the sign down. So the next part of the installation is to slowly roll the sign down till you get to the next crossbar or pole, which are critical in holding the actual sign to the scaffold. So we would roll the sign down, get to the first pole, and then do the same process. Here, I would generally do one of two things. We could use ratchet straps again, depending on where it fell, or we could use rated 110 kilo, 13 mm, what are they called again? I forgot. Cable ties. So you'd bring the first one down, and you'd be pulling the tension down all the way. So I'd be going to the star at the bottom of the scaffold point, so it allows it to have tension down. Do not attach it to the crossbars or the poles or things that will come up with upward tension. So so you'd be attaching the same principles, bringing tension down from the top to that crossbar. Roll again, do the next pole, roll again, and so forth. When we got to the bottom of the sign, we would then have very tight ratchet straps with a tensioning mechanism. So a standard tensioning ratchet strap with a continuous loop to bring as much tension as possible onto the sign to the bottom of a star on the scaffold leg. Then what we do is come through it all down the sides. We would have rated the largest cable ties you can use, which are about a metre by 13 mm, I believe. I think it's 13 mm, and they're rated 110 kilos. So you'd have every 500 mm or so eyelets at the side, tension them back to the scaffold as well. So overall, you've got tension at top, tension across all the poles, tension down the side, and significant tension or ratcheting at the bottom of the sign. Please, if there's any more inquiries regarding the install, feel free to call me on 0414 444430, and my name is Andrew Dernica. Thanks.